Hola, boa noite. Carl Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal Wine Club. And it's great to be here with our leaders of the tasting tonight, Gary and Linda. Linda
Hello.
with two
Hello.
eyes, probably two glasses tonight. Our very special guest, Sara Santos, from the very company in question tonight. Good evening. Boa noite to you, Sara. Thank you so much.
Sarah.
Hello, how are you? Boa noite para todos.
Oh, so lovely to see you here. We'll bring the rest of the team on. Doug in Wales in the UK, Andy, the
Hi,
doc,
Doug.
and Leona, Maria, and Penny over there in the UK. Folks, so great to have you here. Thanks again, Sara, for joining us. Gary and Linda, what have you got in front of you there?
Oh, we've got a veritable array of goodies here. I've been so looking forward to this. So looking forward to tonight. We've done a kind of take on one of your recipes here, Sara, which is the champagne sangria, a rosé one. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And I've also got hiding behind it a ginger and tonic with the spirit in it as well.
Well, I'm seeing that you are all a pro in Licor Beirão.
Well, thanks for joining us. Could you give us a bit of background about this legendary drink of Portugal here?
Yes, of course. Well, before I started, I want to thank you all for this invitation. It's great for me to be here and to be able to show you the best that we really do in Portugal. Like you told, my name is Sara. I represent Licor Beirão. My work in the company is to be an export manager. I work, for example, with the UK market to sell Beirão. Well, we are here today to talk about the number one spirit in Portugal, the Licor Beirão. But before we talk about Licor Beirão, we need to talk about a love story. Because the Licor Beirão has his background on a lovely love story between Mr. José Carranca Redondo and his wife Maria. Well, in 1916, José Carranca Redondo was born, and he was born to make Portugal less squared. Ahead of his time, he changed Portugal with his unique irreverence and creativity. Well, they told at the time that he was a marketeer before the existence of the marketing. Before being a man behind the number one spirit in Portugal, Mr. José Carranca Redondo had many projects in his life. Well, at the age of 24, he had already sold newspapers, watches, and typewriters door to door. And in the middle of the crisis caused by the First World War, and with the money that he saved, he buys the local liquor factory, whose special liquor was originated in a small pharmacy in a little town near in the center of Portugal, that is Lausanne. Well, everything that followed in his life was triggered by one simple proposal that he made to his girlfriend at the time, and he said, Maria, if you accept to marry me, I will buy the liquor factory. And so he did.
What a great proposition.
Yes. Well, José Carranca Redondo was a natural entrepreneur and didn't confine himself to this business. He had lots of companies for signaling, for example, based on some ideas that he brought from the US. He had also toy factories and an advertising company too.
Wow.
The success of Licor Beirão with billboards led other companies to hire him to do advertising work, but he always took the opportunity to travel to plays when he went to put some adverts for other companies. He always took the opportunity to put some advertising for Licor Beirão as well, which ended spreading all over the country. And this advertising was passed on by word of mouth until it gained the recognition that he has today. Today, the small liquor of Mr. José Carranca Redondo is the number one spirit in Portugal. It's sold worldwide and more than 70 countries. And I think wherever he is very proud of the title that he has of the father of the liquor of Portugal.
What a wonderful story, and what a legend. Gary, let me put you back on. I've muted you with a little bit of feedback, but please go ahead, ask Sarah a question.
Well, I now know the viewers, they love a good story on the wines and things that I've done before. There's always been a little bit of a story there, and that fits perfectly. I love stories, beautiful for anything really, isn't it? And to buy a liquor company for your beloved it's beautiful. What a lovely story that is. That's kind of me, really. I'd like that. Is there anything you want buying?
I was thinking about to explain you a little more about the process of the fabric of the product. I don't know if we can move forward. Okay. Well, Licor Beirão, if we can define the product, is a fine Portuguese liquor that, like I told you, is produced at Quinta do Meiral, Lausanne, the place that I work every day. That is a small town in the center of Portugal. Is made with a secret recipe of 13 different plants, seeds, and spices. Well, I don't know the secret, but I know some ingredients that I can share with you, Bob. And they are cinnamon, anise, cardamom, coriander, eucalyptus, and orange peel. Yeah, if you smell the product, you can find this.
But just having a little pour now, absolutely. It's got a beautiful aroma to it, Sarah.
Yes. Well, in fact, we could even know all the ingredients, but for us, the real secret is almost 100 years of history, dedication, love, and the passion for the brand.
But yeah, I mean, we're the Good Morning Portugal Wine Club. You can tell us the secret, can't you?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought I'd ask.
I just know the love and the passion that we all have in Portugal for the product.
Nice try, Carl.
I used to say that in every Portuguese house we have 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 bottles of Licor Beirão, and I think in my house I have 20.
Whenever I have this particular
the big ones.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The little ones.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have it poured over ice. Is that the way you like to see it served?
Yes. Well, we can drink Beirão like a digestive is the way that we should drink it, and we can drink it with pure, with some ice and some lemon. Yes, but we also can do what Gary and Linda are doing and wonderful doing. That is doing some cocktails with the product.
That looks like a Pimm's, Gary.
What is going on there? What's going on in the Austin household there?
Well, we've got some rosé wine, which is one of my favourites as well. It's the rosé version of the Terrace de Demo, and we got some strawberries, some mint, some ice, some cinnamon in there, and I haven't tried it yet, so I'm really desperate to get in there.
Here we go.
And obviously the Beirão. What's the correct pronunciation? Let me get this right. Is it Beirão or Beirão?
Beirão.
Beirão. Almost right.
You say Beirão very well, Gary, because normally it's very difficult to the English person to spell Beirão because it's a word very Portuguese.
Do you say Beirão?
I've only been practicing for about 3 hours.
Beirão.
We can try. We can try.
Go on then.
Yeah. Well, but yes, I have some recipe that I can share with you. I have my glass of Licor Beirão here.
Oh, excellent.
And I have all the material, but I'm not a pro, okay? I'm not a bartender, a pro bartender. Well, you can put two ice cubes in one glass, like this. Yeah. And then you can serve Beirão. I have another bottle here that is almost ending. We drink a lot Beirão here at home. And you should serve 5
And
CL.
why not, Sarah? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Tomorrow is a holiday. We can do it.
Yes.
And we serve 5 CL. I have my kit of bartender right here. Well, I have a particularity. Normally, I put my bottle in the refrigerator because I like Beirão very fresh.
Mhm.
And then I put some drops of lemon in the glass. If you want to measure it, you can use a spoon, a tablespoon, for example. Okay. And you have the perfect serve of the product.
Chin chin.
So
Cheers.
that is lovely. Before you go, Sarah, because we know you have a busy working day and you've been so kind to join us tonight, but can we just
No
share
problem.
a few words from people around the world who've joined us tonight here?
Okay, great. Yes, of course.
You know, maybe some new export markets for you. DJ says, can't join tonight, but I love the show. And if I miss it, I'll watch it on the replay. Have fun. So, DJ, on the replay, you can see we are having fun tonight. Ian Turner, Benoit, bottle of Dow Special Reserve on the go. That's because he's over in the UK. Probably can't get what we've got tonight. Practicing moderation there. From Lausanne to Lausanne. Benoit de Lausanne, Switzerland.
Yes, Switzerland is one. It's one. Let me just give you that note. Switzerland is the product besides Portugal that consumes more Beirão in the world.
Amazing.
Wow.
I have some curiosities about the products for you to have an idea. We sell in Portugal 4 million bottles, and we are present directly with the products in more than 70 countries. But indirectly, we can reach 100 countries. And Switzerland it's our biggest market in the exportation.
Fantastic. So Anna is joining us tonight from there. And it's a big year, right? This is the 100th, this is a centenary year, because in all the supermarkets in Portugal, there's these lovely promotions of Beirão 100.
Yes, it's another product that we have in our portfolio that is Beirão de Honra. I have a bottle too, but it isn't here with me. Shame on me, sorry. Yes, Beirão de Honra was made in 2016. And it was made to be a tribute for the centenary of José Carranca Redondo. But the product had a huge success and is still in the market. And it's a very, very, very nice product. The base of the process of production is the same as Licor Beirão. But we add to Licor Beirão aged wine brandy that gives them more dry profile and more alcohol. Yes. Beirão de Honra you should drink in a balloon cup and with no ice.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Good to know. So more of a sort of brandy cognac vibe going
no
on.
Ice.
Yeah.
No ice.
Yeah. No ice. No ice.
Yeah,
You
you
have
must
the full experience.
Yeah. Gary.
Sarah, do you have a visitor centre up at the factory? I think I read something. You might have like a place where people can come when we're able to, obviously, because you're not too far away from me. And the other gentleman, Frank, who's normally on, is not here tonight. He's over in Coimbra, so you're kind of halfway between us, really. So it's got to be on our visitor list.
You can go to our factory. We have a store in the factory. Yes, this is the place where we work. Yes, and you can get to know the Quinta do Meiral. That is the place that where we are and where the product is made. Excellent. It's a very, very nice place to visit. When COVID is gone, you are all invited to visit. Yes. Okay. Do you all live in Portugal?
I do.
Yeah, I do. And Doc and Leona do. Doug tries to get across the ball. Penny will be joining us on that particular trip, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's a very nice place to live. Yes.
People. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying there are some questions from the people that are watching us. Tell me, please.
Yeah. Well, this is a statement. Just had a glass of that. Love it. Straightforward statement. I don't know if you export to America very much, but hey, y'all, from a sunny, cold and windy Atlanta, Georgia, from Victoria tonight. Linda saying, hi, Victoria. Linda's here. Wish I could be there tasting Beirão with you right now. Sarah, I'm in the US. Do you export to the US? I look forward to trying it. Wish I had a guy that would buy me a liqueur company upon acceptance of a marriage proposal. I think that would seal the deal for quite a few ladies, wouldn't it? So do you export to the United States as well?
Yes. We have a good presence in the US, in both coasts, in the East and the West Coast. And we are more present between the Portuguese community, but we are present all over America, yes.
Oh, of course, yes, because of the big Portuguese community in the States, in the United States, of course, yeah. Abu Muhammad is here, bonne nuit, and also asks, is it sold in Dubai? I guess in certain parts of Dubai it will be.
Yes.
Yep, so available in Dubai. Marcus Valbon is here, who's always very knowledgeable on Portuguese drinks. Hello, guys. Everyone here is going to drink Licor Beirão on Easter. So is it traditionally an Easter drink as well then? Is that when Grandma Avo might get the Beirão out to toast everybody?
I think every day it's a day to drink Beirão. I think in Portugal we drink it every day because the young people drink it in cocktails, for example, and the older people drink it neat or with ice and lemon. It's a drink to people between 18 and 80.
Yes, superb. Curious of the cost in Portugal. So I think that those of us who bought it in Portugal would be between 10 and 11 euros, I think, per bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good for such a high quality, bottled beauty like this. The taste of this Licor Beirão is like syrup, says Marcos Valbon. That's underselling it, to my mind. I mean, the aroma of it is extraordinary. And when I love that. And when I was reading about the herbs that are in there, it's like aromatherapy in a bottle as well, isn't it?
Yes.
The other thing is, it's not just a drink, is it? I mean, you can use it in cakes. You can use it in cooking recipes. I know you, Carl, you was on about something the other day about chicken livers, chicken gizzards. There's a recipe on the site, chicken giblets, is it? And it's got Beirão in it, so it's brilliant. It's dessert. It's all main meals. It's a drink, cocktails.
It's a medicine.
Yeah, it's a medicine. I think you could even use it as an aftershave.
It was created with that goal to be a medicine to the stomach ache.
My father was a teetotaler, but whenever he had a bottle of liqueur out, he said, "That's medicinal. That is that."
Get your hands off, young Douglas. If you need the validation of a retired doctor from the UK, Doc's your man here, Sarah, to be on your board possibly. We have, says Anna, one or two Portuguese people here in Switzerland. Of course you do. I was always curious about Beirão. Our curiosity has been absolutely satisfied tonight. I'm really enjoying this. What was the name of the less sweet Beirão, please?
It's the one that I told before. It's Beirão de Honra. It's less sweet because it's drier, because he has the aged wine brandy that enrich the base formula of Beirão.
Okay, fantastic. And I'll zoom in on that share that screen with you in a moment, Anna. This is a herbal drink. It is sweet, says Navendu. I guess it answers both of those, guilty as charged. Does it go well mixed with tonic? Asks Anna.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
What is it?
There is a tonic.
Absolutely, says Linda.
Gary is pro with Beirão.
And Doc, I don't know if you can help here. I want a prescription. Is it available on the Portuguese National Health Service, Laura?
It should be.
I don't know, but I think the shrinks must prescribe Beirão because it's very important. It's a very important product for us to get more happy.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry. Guinness used to be prescribed in the UK National Health Service.
I will make a lobby for that.
Yeah.
We're right behind you. We have our whole support there of our entire community. Sarah, thank you so much. Does anybody want to ask a quick question? Sarah, I know she's probably got to go to bed or go and drink more Beirão somewhere.
Yes, I need to get my daughter into bed, but I can drink some more Beirão with you. Yes, do you have any more questions?
I haven't.
Anybody?
No, maybe I can just throw one at you. which of the big UK stores is it most likely to be found? Is it going to be somewhere like Sainsbury's or Waitrose or somebody like that?
No, right now we aren't in that kind of big stores in the off trade in the UK, but we are working a lot to do it. We are very associated with the Portuguese stores. There are some big Portuguese stores in the UK and Portuguese restaurants. Mm-hmm. But we are working to put the product in more stores in the UK.
It would be really nice.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in Sainsbury's soon. Gary?
I think after tonight, the big users of Beirão might change. It might turn to be the Americans who are going to be your biggest market, because I think a lot of them are going to like this.
Yeah, it's a bold.
I hope so. The America is one of my markets, so I hope tomorrow everyone goes to the store and try to find Beirão.
Guys, go to the store, get a bottle.
And maybe later in the year, we're all coming out, the wine club, with Sarah to come and on a trade mission to the United States. So we'll be there helping you with that, Sarah.
Yes.
I love the tonic idea. So here we go. In America, Atlanta, Georgia, Fever Tree makes a lovely one. So yeah, Beirão with a Fever Tree tonic. And Linda, finally, before we let you go, thank you, Sarah. I'm going to look for it here in Seattle, Washington, USA. Sarah, you've been an absolute star. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. And if you have some doubts, please call me or reach me, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good Easter for all.
Yeah,
Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What a lovely lady. Fantastic. We've already got offers of representatives over there in the United States. How about that? I think we can all do well from this little setup, exporting Beirão to the United States. Gary, another excellent find, sir. Brilliant, great work.
Well, I think really you can't really say you've been to Portugal unless you've had this, because it's a real taste of Portugal. It's fairly unique, isn't it? Really, it is one of those things that is just kind of unique to the area.
There's a little restaurant in Zagreb, and at the end of every meal, they'll bring out a glass of Beirão on ice. I don't know whether they've added any lemon or not, but I suppose they have, if that's the way it's served, because it's always a delight. Beautiful. They always,
It's not unlike a Zambuca, is it? That comes out at restaurants as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the same.
It's not quite as fierce as that, is it? The Sambuca can be a bit quite. But this is very.
You don't want to set fire to it, do you? There's a preemptive strike on the Zambuca, but this is fantastic. I've never ever had it. Never had this. No. It's really
I can't believe that, because it's so widely used as sometimes it's used as an aperitif as well, isn't it? You know, a before dinner and an after dinner thing.
I think they use it for after.
Generally, it's a digestive, isn't
generally,
it? You can have this stuff anytime. I reckon you could have this on your cornflakes if you wanted to.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I wasn't saying after dinner. After shave is what I'm thinking as well. This would be good splash, wouldn't it?
Splash it all over.
Sorry, Penny, go on.
No, that's okay. My first smell, it actually smelled quite aniseedy, I thought.
Yeah.
It's got star anise and amongst other things in there, doesn't it? So what else did she say it had in there that was aniseedy?
Cardamom.
Yeah, cardamom.
Eucalyptus. I don't know whether
eucalyptus. Yes.
Rosemary in there.
Yeah.
And the secret ingredient.
Did she say orange peel as well?
Yes.
I did try and get it. She nearly told us, didn't
she?
You won't see the night out if you find out. It'll be
fantastic.
She'd have to kill us, you see. If we got to know what it was, she'd have to sort of do away with us all.
Wouldn't want
the colour of the bottle. I thought it was going to be a red colour or a pinky colour. I was really surprised when I poured it out and it was actually white or slightly off-white.
Wow,
that confused me.
There's a bubble gum as well. Anyone else getting a kind of bubble gum sort of aroma there as well?
I don't know what sort of bubble gum you have, Carl. But...
Yeah, I suppose so. I can see where you go with that now.
It again. All right, go on, Gary.
He's probably just used a chunk of bubble gum to seal it because he's lost the lid.
I'm having it now with tonic and ginger, and that is just Sublime. That's beautiful.
We've had it with
wonderful.
ginger. Very nice.
Really nice. Tonic.
And with strawberries and a kind of sangria thing as well.
Did you bruise the ginger?
It was chopped and kind of smashed out. Yes, but it's bruised. Yeah.
Check you out. Did you bruise the ginger?
Actually, I think I may have assaulted it. I don't know about bruised it. I may have assaulted it.
Leona, is that what you're drinking? Is that one of your inventions, that cocktail, or is it Doc's?
No, it's definitely not his.
Not mine.
It's mine.
I thought so. Very nice. It looks delicious, though.
It certainly can. What's in yours, Ken? Is yours straight or is it with something?
Which one?
Okay, then.
This is a straight one, so I could taste it more. And this one has got fizz in it.
Okay, and what's your verdict? Which do you prefer it with?
I actually like it both ways. It is, as you know, my French. Stop it, Gary. Stop it, right?
The man cave tomorrow, Gary.
I'm going to dig in the ribs.
For me, on its own. Having said that, the botanicals are good. You smutty boys. Luckily, the botanicals rescue it from being too sweet, I think. Because it is quite sweet, but then when you put it with this, with a dry fizz, it's actually it's much drier again. So
yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
It does. It goes lovely with that.
Mine as well.
Yeah, that rosé espumante is lovely.
That's my favourite. That's still quite sweet.
Nice as well, yeah.
Topical joke, just in. Is that what Megan did to Harry? Bruised the ginger. No.
I love it.
and the prince is low. Oh,
I'm coming down the nose.
The prince is low. The price is low. The prince is probably low as well at the moment. Only €9, so you can get it for €9 as well. I was seeing it around the kind of 10 mark. Wow. And I discovered that lovely Garafera on my doorstep just recently, and I decided to buy it from there. And they're not taking the mickey. That's in England, where I used to buy wine in an independent shop. You'd expect to pay a premium, and you understand that, because
they still do. Yeah,
and it's fair enough. But they don't do that in Portugal. It was $10.79 or something like that in the supermarket. Wow. And it was $10.79 on the high street in this independent shop, which I thought was great. Yes, you should be sorry. Insulting our royal family like that, Victoria.
Frank's not here.
That's right. You hurt Frank's feelings and ruined his OBE chances. On that matter, a great glass to absent friends tonight, to Frank and Rachel. Missing you guys and loving the Beirão in your absence.
Missing you, Frank and Rachel.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it does have a medicinal flavour. You're absolutely Marcos. Marcos knows so much, doesn't he, about what we get up to here on a Thursday. Got to run, says Linda. Been a fun time. Would have been more fun if I was drinking with you. Another time, Linda. Thank you for your contribution so far.
Good night, Linda.
And Anna, thanks, Gary. Great idea with the ginger. Does shouting and insulting the ginger help? Right, you have to go full on bruising. Just have to shout. No, you have to go full on bruising. Okay. Great little Portuguese deli in Pimlico, just along from Victoria Station, called Delicias. Pimlico, I'm sure they stock Beirão. They would, if they're a Portuguese emporium, they will, won't they? And so many other lovely Portuguese imports, I'm sure. Probably got the pastel de natas in there that they're getting baked somewhere in London. It'd be fantastic. I'm sure they stock Beirão, but they also make fantastic pastel de nata. There you go.
Oh, we got pastel de nata as a default now in Lidl.
Really?
Yeah. You know, they've got their own bakery in Lidl. You can buy your fresh croissants and also now pastel de nata. How about that?
Long till the Dale's here as well. Hi all, and mum and dad. Good evening to you, Dale.
He'd like this. He'd like this to be in seventh heaven with this. He likes sweet stuff, so.
It's so drinkable, isn't it? I found it quite sweet on that note, says in Anna, when I tried it neat, but probably with the lemon to offset that would be perfect. Yeah, so ice and lemon. I'm going to give that a go because I'm going to have to drink all of this myself. Mrs. M not drinking at the moment. Okay, the Licor Beirão do tours at their site just outside Lausanne from Facebook user. Who are you? Make sure you have a cube of ice with your Beirão. This is an expert speaking, isn't it?
I agree.
Joseph Marsh, possibly. Jeanette Arkin. So much fun. I've never seen anything with Carl live. as our time zone is so far off of yours. Just happened to tune in and you're all plastered. What fun. How very dare you? We are not plastered yet.
Not yet.
That's
Not yet.
slanderous.
There
will be time, but not
On
yet.
the highest scale.
Honestly, stop it.
By the
And
time we finished, it might be.
God, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Gary,
This is
He's
delicious.
on his second bottle.
Really lovely.
Dinesh is here as well. Look, Santa Nata by Covent Garden. Now, is that a place or is that a new single by Covent Garden? It's Santa Nata, straight to number 9 by Covent Garden. All right. I'm not sure what you mean there, Dennis, but is that maybe a lovely Portuguese shop in Covent Garden? I can imagine that, sitting outside there with a nice coffee. Waitrose now selling a passable frozen pastel. Just throw them in the oven. Yes, casually toss them into the oven for a little treat at home. Little in Finland, of all places, also sell the fresh pastéis de nata here now. Amazing.
Wales and Finland has it.
This, yes, as you might expect.
Two of the coldest places have pastel de nata to warm the cockles of our hearts.
Yes, your hearts are warm already. It just helps them burst into flames, I suspect.
Quite right.
Yes, and
Beautifully put, Carl.
Thank you very much. This Facebook, Castanera de Peter. No idea why it doesn't know. Pete, you live close to the factory then. Have you had a tour around there? Have you and your monks been on a tasting tour at the Beirão factory? And I'm sure it's a staple in your local village cafe there, the Beirão, on the top shelf there, just pulled down strategically for whichever use. Hold on a minute. Second or third glass, Linda. Let's zoom in here, please.
Oh, gosh, Linda's on a second or third glass.
Hoping for another one.
Oh, Linda, you are naughty.
It's very jolly in the Austin household.
It's lovely, really lovely.
They're so jolly. The Austins will be doing a spot of Morris dancing before long.
Yeah, that'd be good. Nice.
Well, whatever turned you on.
I was going to say about the pastéis de nata.
Yep.
Before we left the UK, you could buy them in Tesco's in the frozen department. They were frozen. And they're okay. Yeah, they're okay.
The first time I saw them freshly baked was actually in Morrison's, but now in Lidl's that have got a fresh bakery where you can buy, freshly made buns and croissants and things. They more often than not have pastéis de nata now as well.
Fabulous. Dennis is letting us know that lovely place, but the Santa Nata is a lovely new store akin to Mantegueira, which is another one, another fantastic Portuguese emporium. Some of my Beirão has gone down the wrong pipe, but it's not unpleasant. It's even quite a nice way to cook.
It's a lovely way to die.
Yes, thank you. I'm not going to be doing a Tommy Cooper. A Cymru Ambith from...
Cymru Ambith, yeah. Da iawn chi, Ian Turner.
Yes, Bornoit Cariad.
Bornoit Cariad, oh, Jew.
Hello, Bornoit. Sorry, I'm late. No problem. Great to have your company, Eric. We've not yet visited the Beirão factory. Obviously planning to yet, but as well, the nearby Quinta, the Foz de Arús vineyard, who make award-winning reds. Another tip, another thing to go on our list. So, out of 5 then, Gary, do you want to do a quick roundup and say what you want to say about this delightful beverage and then lead the scoring for us, please?
Right, okay. Well, I'm going to reserve my scoring till last because I just want to build that tension, you know what I mean? Linda, what?
Well, the cocktail with the fizz and the strawberries and the mint is absolutely delightful. It's really lovely. I like the Beirão neat as just as a liqueur. I quite like the one with the tonic, but that's a bit sweet compared to that. So. Yeah. But I actually like Beirão, so I think I'm going to give it 4.8.
Fantastic, amazing. All right.
Andy. And down to Andy.
Oh, well, we've had 3 different cocktails since we started, and I think I'm on my 4th glass. I'm very happy with it. I think probably 4.75.
Way.
Leona's.
I think the same because it's quite versatile. So that this one with the berries and the strawberries quite sweet. So that was kind of syrupy and sweet. But with the tonic water and the ginger, we also added lemon. So it took that sweetness away and balanced perfectly. And the other one, which was a sangria, wasn't it?
Sangria, yeah.
So I say 4.7, 4.8 because it's versatile.
Yeah,
that's been a test drive tonight, hasn't it? Over all sorts of terrain. Fantastic, good effort, you two.
Penny.
I'm probably not going to be quite so popular.
Oh dear.
I'm actually really enjoying it, but all I can compare it to is what I would think of as a similar drink that I would have. So I'm comparing it to things like Campari, limoncello, Aperol.
Oh, I love Aperol. Oh, and I love limoncello.
I'm sort of, I tend to go with a very dry botanical. So this is a little bit sweet for me. But having said that, it's got a really interesting taste and smell. And as you say, you can put lemon in, which I haven't done tonight, which I wish I had done, actually. I think it would have been probably scored higher if I put the lemon in, so that's my fault. But I'd probably go with a 4.4 for me.
That's good. I know you don't like sweet stuff, so that surprises me. I was worried with you on this one because I know you don't like sweet. And it raw, in its normal state, it is very sweet. But because you can mix it with so many different things and do so much with it, it's a good versatile thing. And cook and bath in it, really, if you want to. It's up to you. Carl.
Well, Anna was saying she was about to ask you, the comparison with Campari and Aperol there. So you've covered that. And Dinesh says, if you love caipirinha, you should all try Capirão. Instead of using sugar, you just add Licor Beirão. So there's a nice thing for us to try when we get in each other's company to kick the proceedings off. This could be our sort of kickoff drink, couldn't it? When we get to meet, be a great start to the event. Capirão sounds fantastic, says Ian Turner. Yeah, Linda, you rock. 3 glass.
She's a 3 glass lady tonight.
There she is.
How
there
lovely
is
is that?
the 3 glass symbol there. For me, this, as soon as I gave it a sniff, I felt like a child or a teenager. You know that kind of part of your childhood where you take an interest in the drinks cabinet, and you lift the lids on a few things, and it's like nothing you have ever experienced in your life before, and you get a little view into the adult world, don't you? So this is what it might be about. This is what they do after we've gone to bed, etc. And it was just like being taken into the world of adulthood from a childhood perspective. Strong fragrance, kind of smell of danger, and then and also so my own memories of liqueurs and so on came to mind as well. I'm thinking this is fun. This smells like fun and danger, and the lid being lifted on the Globe drinks cabinet. And the aromas that you get from that situation.
Oh, you were posh, Carl. You were
very posh.
We had a box under the stairs.
What an old milk crate.
We had a shelf.
This is. I'm not talking about at my house, because normally when you do that, you're at somebody else's house, aren't you? Maybe a posh parent or a more liberal parent, and they've gone out for the evening or whatever, and you're knocking about in their house, and you're checking to see if they have drawn any lines on the bottles, to see if they'll notice anything missing, and all that sort of stuff. And it just reminds me of that sort of time of life. And I love. I mean, what's so great about this, Gary? I mean, why haven't we thought of this before? This is tasting 38. We did Mateus Rosé, which is Portugal's legendary rosé. This is Portugal's legendary liqueur. It's taken us a long time to get to, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to go for a 4.85 for that little margin of being blown away.
Let's go to Doug, and I don't want to leave you out, mate. What have you been drinking tonight? Because I've been rude out and asked you. So let's have a look at.
No, for starters, I'll stick with this particular drink because I know I drink this quite a lot when I am in Portugal. And the first time I had it was in a little restaurante in Zagreb called Gigi's, and I was about to order a brandy after dinner. And one of the other guys said, no, don't bother with that. have some of the Portuguese. And he ordered some of this. And I had about 3 glasses of it because it was absolutely beautiful. And I always have it just over ice. I'm not sure whether it's the strong one that the lady was it Sarah talking about earlier, or whether it's what your guys are drinking now. But all it's served with basically is just over ice. And I always order a double measure.
Excellent.
And I would definitely give it a 4.8.
Oh, right, yeah.
What are you drinking tonight, Doug? Just out of...
Okay, I'm drinking. This is actually rather, believe it or not, this came from the store called Iceland, and it's something that they have quite regularly on, and it's from Lisbon. It's a Lisbon red wine. It's got Rabo de Gala, and it's absolutely really, really nice. I think it's, if you look at there's a label at the bottom. I think it must have won some awards or something. There's like a gold label there. Can you see that?
Yeah, got it.
So I think it must have come up trumps on somewhere along the line. But this is lovely. I'm really enjoying it. It's a beautiful, jammy, juicy, full-bodied red wine from Lisbon. Nice.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll tell you what this Beirão reminds me of, and I was trying to think of it earlier on, because one of my favourite drinks is a rusty nail, and Drambuie, which is of course very aromatic, and that was what it put me in mind of.
That's what I thought.
And also, Penny, you mentioned limoncello. This is my favourite one, and it's quite regularly sold in I can't remember which store it is, one of the bigger ones, but it's not on all the time. But that's served cold after a decent Italian meal. Beautiful, absolute must.
Doc, can I ask you something from a medical point of view? The idea of digestives, what is that? Is that like a shock to the metabolism to aid digestion? Is that what's going on medically, scientifically, physiologically? Or is it
I'm not sure. I'll have to go away and research that and come back to you.
So we just take it for granted, don't we? Like an aperitif gets us going, gets the taste buds going, makes us hungry.
I think the idea is, apart from cleansing your palate, but it also, yes, it would get the both the stomach acid and the pancreatic juices going. But I will go away and look it up.
I'm whispering.
That's a nice way of saying it's going to get rid of trap wind.
Yes, that's right. If you were going to have either of those whispered in your ear, like, darling, would you like something to help with your trap wind? Or shall I get your pancreatic juices flowing? You're going to go with the latter, aren't you?
Anyway. Right, I'm going to come with my summary, right? My summary now.
All right.
Now, when I smell this, the neat version, now you think about this, Carl, you smell that. It smells slightly oriental because of all the spices in it. And you know the red cooked pork that you get, that you can smell from the Chinese takeaway sometimes wafting across the air. It's got a hint of that to it. And that's really bizarre. I love Chinese food, obviously. But, right, okay.
No, you're right.
This is a difficult one because it's not a wine. Now, this is purely as a spirit. We can have it with coffee, yeah? We can have it neat. We can have it with mixers. We can use it in cooking. We can use it in desserts. You can have it with yogurt, for God's sake. Right? This yeah, and chocolate. Yeah, this is the truly versatile liqueur. So, like you, I think I'm going to go 4.85, which is the highest mark I've ever given, I think.
Yeah. I think 4.8 is my highest.
4.85. I think it's really good. And if you go on the website, there's so many different varieties of what you can do with this. You can use it, cocktails, cakes, you name it. It's all on there. It's brilliant, and it's a fun website as well. It's written a bit tongue in cheek, so have a look because there's so much on there. There's an English version of it, so you might come. There's the giblets, and there's a giblet one. Carl, look.
Yeah, I think they need a better name for that. Giblets with
tomatoes. So basically, you can fry it, you can stew it, you can boil it in the pan. It gives a woman beauty and puts muscles on a man.
There you go.
Very good. The the old man would be proud of you because he sounded like a complete character, didn't he? You know, marry me and I'll buy you the liqueur company. Go on then. And then he had to deliver on that, didn't he? Which probably was the making of him. Look at this. We've got this braised salmon with the Jenga. I think we've looked at this before, didn't we? We had a little preview last week, but the beetroot Jenga or whatever that is. Or
I think those are sweet potatoes, Carl. They're sweet potatoes.
That is sweet potato Jenga and wilted broccoli there. This, you're right. You're right. It's a great company. It's a fun company. They don't take themselves too seriously. Look at that leg of lamb.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's
The
finally
finest
gone.
leg of mutton that ever moved a sheep.
Cape on for dinner, sir. Cape on for dinner, sir. Yes, that's incredible. Really good. Did you say 4.95, Gary?
4.85.
4.85.
4.8 has been my highest. But as a spirit, yeah, come on. What more could you ask?
It's true. It's true. Okay, more comments. I think Ian Turner's going now, but only because he's told this joke. Drambuie, that's a fancy name for a French.
It's Scottish.
A fancy French liquor, isn't
It's
it?
Scottish.
He's just
No
being,
star, no star, Ian Bach, no
just
star.
being slutty. Ciao to you, Ian. It was great having you on the show yesterday. You're going to come back a little bit more, growing old disgracefully. And I haven't got any Beirão now, but a single grape Divai Touriga Nacional 2016 from the Alentejo. We'll try to source a Beirão here, as according to Sarah, it should be a piece of cake. I think you're right. And actually can be mixed with a piece of cake as well, Anna. So, yeah, have a great evening. That sounds like a lovely wine you've got. Tell us more about that. How do you rank that one? Notice that Linda has 2 eyes in her name, and I reckon she can see with all 4 of her eyes after 3 glasses.
Number 4. Number 4.
There's going to be trouble. I can see it coming.
There's going to be trouble ahead.
Smell of danger. Victoria. The smell of danger. That's for our merchandise range, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
The Good Morning Portugal Wine Club is proud to release its Smell of Danger range.
That's a brilliant. It's a brilliant brand name.
It is. It arouses curiosity. 30 years in Portugal and never heard or saw anything like Rabo de Galha. It might be a market, an export market brew that makes it. I struggled. They couldn't source it for me in my local, so it might be made especially for the export market. That one, and it does look it. I mean, so it's a fancy looking bottle and a very attractive bottle there you've got, Doug.
It's absolutely beautiful. It really is very nice. I mean, if people buy this in the shops in the UK, they're going to have a positive outlook on when it comes to Portuguese wine. That's for sure.
Excellent. A rusty nail, love it. But saying it, I think it brings on a headache just thinking about it. Is that your experience? Same as Susan's there, Doc?
No, not at all. Half a bottle of Drambuie and half a bottle of whiskey is a good night.
Oh my word! Dear, oh dear. Okay.
Are you sure you're a doctor?
In many ways, that's a definition of a doctor, isn't it? Half a bottle of Drambuie and half a whiskey.
Yeah.
I think
It's only a bit of foam now.
not being. So let's go back. We said to Anna we would showcase that other particular brew, but where? I mean, there's everything else apart from their products. So if I missed something here, shout out if you see the actual things other than strawberries, cocktails, news, events, history. Where's the wine selection here? Maybe it's just to do with Beirão, this particular website, and there's another one that has the special concoction that was created more recently. But yeah, how about that? Excellent, Gary. Great job this evening. Would you care to take us on a further sort of conclusion and roundup, having got the scores in there? It's scored highly, hasn't it? I mean, at least on average, probably a 4.7, I would say.
That's, if you think about it, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's for better than that, really, could you? So hopefully, it's our first spirit, isn't it? Really, our first liqueur. Let's get out and then try some different things. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It might not be a wine, but it's a taste of Portugal, isn't it? So.
Well, that's never going to be a worry, is it? Us running out of things to try in Portugal. That's never occurred to me once. That is not going to happen, is it?
Definitely not when it comes to wines, no.
Yeah. Where did you get it from? I got mine from a local garrafeira. This is available all over Portugal in every supermarket. This was an easy one to find.
Mexi may be talking about Doug's drink, I think.
Oh, yes. Good.
My drink. Well, that actually came, as I said, from the frozen food shop Iceland. But I've seen it elsewhere as well. I've seen it in Tesco or Morrison's or somewhere like that. But yeah, I just bought that in Iceland. It just happened to be there.
Yeah. Before we're finished, I'm going to find this for you because I think that is a subsite of all the beverages that this company do. And the other thing to mention, have you noticed how slowly it comes out of the bottle with that lovely pourer?
Yeah.
That's a classy touch, I think. And I love how they haven't detracted from putting this little bit of ribbon and this kind of, the wax seal effect in there. They could save a lot of money getting rid of that and just doing it graphically. But this is obviously a very dear and important part of how this is packaged and shared in this Portuguese culture that we're in. So I really love that as well. That deserves a special mention. So talk among yourselves while I find the other website where I can find out the Beirão brew, if you will.
Well, I know how Frank likes a bit of tonic, so this is the one for you, buddy. And it's a bit of a local product for him, isn't it? Because it's only just down the road. So I don't know whether he did get a bottle, but have it. It's nice with tonic. Tonic and ginger are lovely.
Yes, indeed.
So what we're eating there, and what we're eating with this on the menu tonight?
Oh, that was just a chocolate to keep me going,
Oh,
to stop you flagging after those.
Not that anyone ever needs an excuse to eat chocolate.
No, true, I suppose.
Good question, that though. Now you've had a couple of these, I am feeling a bit in the sort of munchy department. I'm wondering what I might, and I'm not thinking of cheese with this. What would you eat later into the evening if you were drinking this? It's not going to be cheese, is it?
Something like nuts
and grapes.
Something salty.
Something salty. Yeah.
Something salty.
Yeah.
Anchovies.
Oh, they're too salty, Penny. Oh,
black olives.
Oh, perfect.
Olives.
Can't beat
Olives. Yeah,
olives and some nuts.
Olives, yeah.
Maybe some mini cheddars or something like that.
Pringles.
No, I hate them. Oh my god.
A classy touch there. Yeah. Actually, I can't find this, but I can't find the producer because there was a very excellent website. But the thing you're looking for, and sorry, it's going to be tiny on my screen here, but I hope this helps in some way, and I'll share it for you on the screen now, Anna. The branding is very similar with this, and unfortunately, I've chosen the one that goes in the mini bar. But look at it, Beirão. I am old enough. Go away. Beirão is what you need. There you go. It looks very similar, but a different color bottle, different color liqueur.
Is that it, Carl? Is that it?
That's the guy.
It's not much, but I suppose it's all you've got, really. So.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to dig again.
It's what I mix it with that makes it count, I think. But there it is. There's the one you're going to find in your minibar in your Portuguese hotel, possibly.
And that would cost about 13 quid.
In your minibar, and in the shop, €2.50, which is probably classy teenagers probably swig one of those on their way to college or something like that.
A £5 tin of Coke. Actually, to be fair, Portuguese hotels don't rip you off on the minibars, do they?
True.
They really don't. Not like the UK one.
No. Well, that's the impression you get. People aren't trying to rip you off at every opportunity here.
No.
Blue cheese or blue.
Depends if you're in the corporate hotels in Lisbon.
Okay.
It's same the world over.
Yes.
Telephones and minibars.
Yes, it's called globalization, isn't it? They're filthy habits being spread all around the world. Blur cheese, perhaps, by your.
Not feeling cheesy with this one. Not feeling cheesy at all.
It's
Lisa, you got to try bottles. Maybe you can advise us. You being
Bit of a
higher
controversial
authority.
one here, but Marmite on toast.
Oh.
Marmite
Yeah,
on toast.
right?
Oh, that would be nice.
Actually, possibly, yeah. Pleasure, Anna, for you. Austin is here. Austin Foot, great chat, just up the road from Carl, the other side of Anchorage. Oh, we must meet and have a drink of Beirão at some point. Sounds great. Muito prazer. Your name is familiar. So, Austin, yes, we could do that sometime. Greetings from Germany. I am drinking Papa Figos, one we know well, right? I think a few of us have had the Papa Figos here from Casa Ferreirinha right now. Good choice. Horst Weiter there. And Dinesh, if you are feeling witty and adventurous, try no. We were talking about this, weren't we? Who made Licor de Merda? Who was that?
Was that we were talking about it in the man cave or something? I can't remember.
No, I was with you when you were talking about it. I think I seem to remember that coming up.
Yes. We know what it translates as, don't we?
We do. Dinesh, tell us more about that. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to overlook the name. You definitely have to overlook the name.
She just said very quietly, it translates as death, doesn't it?
Oh no.
Well, pretty much.
No.
Or almost a fate worse than. A fate worse than. This is very dangerous, Susan. Asking us a lot for advice an hour into a wine tasting session. Let's try it. My son is trying to find a drinkable wine that tastes like the bottom scrapings of an oak vat. What's wrong with that? We asked. He's living near Castelo Branco. Any suggestions? Well, it sounds like he might be a Taoist. And go to the Dow. Go for something a bit lighter from the Dow region rather than probably Beiradas or something full-bodied and heavy, which is this oaking thing that's going on possibly there. I'm sorry to hear of your son's difficulty in finding drinkable wine in Portugal. It's the most irregular. But put them in touch. Put them in touch with us, and we will have the recommendation.
Castelo Branco is such a beautiful part of Portugal, though.
Too right. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Well, when I'm in town, we'll go out drinking. I'll make it a sort of ambassadorial mission. It's not something
we'll convert the man in no time at all.
I'll do my best on behalf of the Portuguese wine industry to help your son find a decent wine. Susan, thank you for joining us this evening. Gary, concluding goodbye, whatever it is you want to say to us on this very fine evening where you've delivered another treasure to us, a national treasure, no less.
I've just enjoyed it, loved it, look forward to it. I haven't been disappointed, and I hope that you guys have likewise.
Great job, Gary. Thank you very much. Who's up next week?
You.
No.
Is it? I think so.
No. Is it really? It's me next week, everybody. And hold
on. I'll tell you. Hold on.
All right. Secretary Doc.
Talk among yourselves, and I'll find the diary.
The Doc is just opening his diary right now. Good night, all. I'll time for the man cave tomorrow. Yeah, okay. I think you've got the clock under control now, Eric. Wings. What's that? Oh yeah, almonds and pistachios. Now that is a call.
Yes.
That is cool. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
It's Rachel. Okay, sorry, it's Rachel and Frank next week. Sorry to have given you a heart attack.
Okay, so
the Luis Pato one.
Luis Pato. Yeah, Pato Braga, the Barriga Nacional.
We are in for a treat next week. Luis Pato very rarely fails to delight. So a great vineyard, and I think it's going to be a good one. Is that the one we had when we were on our night out, or it was certainly that?
Not sure, but any Luis Pato is going to be good, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yep.
You're not going to be disappointed.
Really
Carl,
looking.
You and Doug are the week after, so I still don't know your.
We need to put our heads together on this one, Carl.
We do, but we will do that. And thank you. I'll tell him you're coming. I mean, how is that going to sound to Susan's son there? There was this bloke on the internet who was drunk with his friends saying he was going to come to your town and taste wine with you. I wouldn't go to that, would you? I would. Hopefully you can.
If you were paying.
Okay, well, no, I'm not doing that. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how you frame that invitation.
It'll be like this, wouldn't it? I'll try this one. This is really good.
It's all right, Carl. I'm sure Ashton will be quite happy.
Just get that one down your neck, lad.
I'm not like that at all, am I? Thanks, folks. Take care. Bye night. We'll see you soon, and we'll see you in the morning. All serious in the morning. Indeed. For the pandemic panel. Where it'll be a good-natured discussion, a serious issue, but in our own, I hope, unique and intelligent way of dealing with the issue tomorrow from 9 o'clock for our Good Friday special. Have a great rest of evening, or the rest of the bottle of Beirão, whatever it is you're doing. All of you, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care and bye for now.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, everybody.